In the UK, a home is burgled on average every 47 seconds.
You see, a burglar is like just a quick time graft. Once you've got it and you're out, you're like, yes.
It's a crime that destroys communities and ruins lives.
I've no thought for victims, none whatsoever. When you're on drugs, you don't think about anybody but yourself.
I wish they would understand what they're doing, but they're mindless. Mindless scum.
At the forefront of the battle with the burglars is the Yorkshire city of Leeds, home to some of the most burgled neighbourhoods in Britain.
The thing they will always throw at you as a police officer, I can earn more a day than you can earn in a week. It's probably true, but my front door's secure tonight and I'm not worried about getting arrested, so you weigh it up.
Police!
Armed with some of the country's most innovative crime-fighting techniques, this film follows the West Yorkshire police as they try to take Leeds back from the burglars.
Smash the little locker.
Undercover officers Simon Daly and Richard Wells are responding to a 999 call from one of the most burgled neighbourhoods in Leeds.
We don't like criminals, full stop, but there's something about burglary. It's the invasiveness, the fact that, and on a lot of occasions, the bare cheek of it.
Go down the road, opposite number 23, which is with the park view. It's a flat on the right-hand side.
Don't like them at all.
They keep going next one. At lowest at low, in my opinion. Going into people's houses where they're not wanted, putting fear of life into them.
It's a passion for, or a dislike of them and what they're doing, and a passion for trying to stop them doing it. So it's nothing I'll ever get bored of doing.
If I was to be burgled, I'd be mortified. I mean, it's invasion of your own privacy. In my own personal opinions, I'd move. We were here immediately, right? And no one came out of there.
No, and she was stood there.
What?
That lass was stood there. They said no one doing. It's a big game to a lot of them. I know it's a cliche and it gets said a million times, but they'll keep offending. They know they'll get caught. They just take that as part of the game, and getting them to prison is the game from our point of it.
In my opinion, they don't care or they won't do it. They're not bothered. If they're not bothered about ruining people's lives, they'll say that, oh, they've been done by, they've got no money, no one can make a job. It's not a fact. They're just lazy. They're just the easy money.
Wells and Daly are proactive officers for Bramley in Leeds, the UK's worst burglary black spot. Their sole purpose is to lock up burglars.
Oliver? You all right?
Some of them, as daft as it sounds, you hate what they do and you hate who they are. But some of them, when you have a bit of a chat and a laugh with them, some of them can hold a conversation of normal proportions to a degree. Not all of them, I might add.
Bit mad, did it?
I have a banter with him in the street one day, and then the next day I'll be maybe putting his front door in, you know.
He nicked a macaw, a bird.
Alpha Romeo 300.
Pet shop in Armley. He nicked like a blue macaw, I think it was. He got caught with it on him.
Where's the black market?
Yeah.
Where does Oliver know the black market for macaws?
In Leeds, there can be more than 250 known burglars on the street at any one time. PC's Simon Lister and Matt Nutton's job is to watch over those who are most likely to re-offend.
I do spend more time probably with criminals than I do with my wife. But again, I suppose if I thought about it too much, maybe it would get me down, but I'm not that type of person. It doesn't really bother me. You know, that's what I joined up for, so I just get on with it.
To manage the city's population of high-risk offenders and help them rehabilitate, the police are pioneering an initiative called Anchor.
What's Anchor?
Basically, it came into
gave me to base about 18 months ago. It's basically a list of people that are released from prison. Just give them a bit of extra attention. It's basically for sort of known prolific burglars generally.
Anchor was established to help burglars give up crime whilst allowing the police to keep a close eye on persistent offenders.
It's just a case of making them sure that we are there, we are watching them and make sure they behave. And if they don't behave, we'll come down on them. It is just a big circle and some of them see it as a game. You know, we arrest them, we interview them, we send them back to prison. Shine through there, just see if you can. Obviously it's a sunny day, so there is a chance that they're all going to be out.
Lee Sharp used to be on the Anchor list. He's been out of prison for 10 months following a 2-year sentence for burglary.
Isn't it, Tim? Yeah, there's definitely that distrust there, especially if they're released from prison. You know, sometimes it can take weeks or months, you know, to try and engage with these people, because it is difficult, because if I was in their position, I wouldn't trust the police either.
How long have we been out?
Yeah, what?
3 positives in 10 months.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for you anyway, that is good, yeah.
What I need to do is the biggest battle for me, keep myself busy.
Keep yourself busy, yeah.
If I'm not busy, then that's when shit is the fan.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Trying my best, that's all I can keep doing.
How's everything alright?
I'm alright, yeah.
You been working today?
No, tomorrow, and what day are we on? Tomorrow, Thursday and Saturday.
Like I said, mate, everything's good from my point of view. Alright.
Cheers.
Alright, mate.
See you later.
Cheers, take care.
See you later.
The key thing with Lee is if he keeps busy, you know, it keeps his mind on other things. He's got opportunity to think, and he gets down, he gets low.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it one little bit. It's not. The amount of years I've spent in prison is unbelievable for my age. I think I was 16, first time I went to prison. That's half my life. The offender management team that they have in place who work with people like me, I think most of them police officers there want to make a difference. They don't just want to run out the street like Robocop.
And he can be prolific in this particular area, but so far so good with him, and we'll just keep monitoring him via sat tracking. When some of the offenders are released from prison, they have a tagging system installed.
Just flick it on. Easy, it's just like charging your phone. So that the police know where I am and to show that I'm not out committing burglaries. So they know that instead of them coming and arresting me for everyone that gets done.
And then basically we can track every movement. Also if they've got a curfew, we can monitor the curfew. It's pretty pinpoint and it can tell you where they are. At the moment it's a voluntary scheme.
Shows them I'm not committing crime. They leave me alone.
If you had your way, would you like everyone tagged?
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Without a doubt, yeah. I think it'd probably clear up a massive problem overnight, but unfortunately that's not how the system works. But yeah, it would be awesome if we could, yeah.
Mark Metcalf is coming to the end of his time under offender management. He only has 3 weeks left on his tag. It all started for him when he fell in with the wrong crowd as a teenager.
Children's homes. It just happened in there. Like they were all grafters. Everyone were grafting. It was just I don't know. That's just what they did, and I thought, well, if they're doing it, I'll might as well join the club and do it with them. You know what I mean? But more of it was just peer pressure. Just things like that didn't bother me back then. It was just getting in with boys. That's all I was bothered about. Just being in with lads and that. That was enough for me. I thought, I'm done now. That's me finished, and that's why I've been in trouble for so long. Apart from this time now, because I just had enough. I didn't want to be. I was just looking around at all men and that thinking, I hope that's not me. I seriously hope that ain't going to be me.
Burglars are becoming increasingly inventive as they adapt to modern security. Recently, West Yorkshire has seen the rise of the Hanoi burglary.
Hanoi burglary is a term that sort of has been adapted to describe burglary, house burglaries, where the car is also stolen. So they'll break into the address and they'll take the usual, but they'll also take, if they can find, the car keys, and then drive off in the car as well and take that with them.
A car stolen in a Hanoi burglary has been recovered in Armley. Wells and Daly are on their way to investigate nearby CCTV that could identify a suspect.
Well, on occasions it can be the big, the big breakthrough really. The CCTV, if it's good enough, and if that's all you've got, that can be enough to convict them. So, yeah, like I say, I would prefer it if more people had it. The lad there who's come to the door, and you see him trying the door handle with the jumper over, yeah, I know who that is. So it's 0533. There you go. And the CCTV is really good, so absolutely crystal clear. His hand's out, as you can see, and then I think the next frame, he's covered it with his jumper. He's trying the gentleman's front door at this address. Trying not to leave fingerprints on the door. Dealt with him many times over the years, yeah. For all sorts of things, from fighting, assaults, but mainly burglary. In fact, put him away about 3 years ago. From here, we'll go try and arrest him, see if he's at home address initially, and if he's not, beyond there, and see if we can arrest him for the burglary in question. It's good evidence, very good.
West Yorkshire Police are leading a nationwide crackdown on burglary. Proactive officers Wells and Daly are closing in on a wanted burglar. He's been caught on CCTV and linked with 2 Hanoi burglaries.
What's that? He's in, but he can't open the door.
They've found their suspect, but arresting him might be a challenge.
Right, well that's slightly problematic. I know he's in, but how do we get in? All right, mate, hang on. Yo!
You have to wait till my sister comes out, she's bringing keys.
Oh, I said sister. Where's she coming from?
Hey, sir.
All right, mate. Why is she locked chain? If there's a fire, you can't even get out. Come to the door a minute. You all right? Fair enough.
Nah, my mum just got my sister.
Oh, hi, hello. Sorry.
What the hell? Just the one I questioned me about something. Oh, no,
You can take it for me, mate, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
You want to get a coat, mate? I ain't got a coat.
I'm going to see you in a bit.
Alright, I'll see you.
Two sets of car keys were taken in the Hanoi burglary. Recovering them could be critical for a conviction.
If the vehicle's not been recovered within sort of 24, 48 hours, then the likelihood is you're not going to find that vehicle. It'll be on false plates, it'll be sold on, whether it be for parts or as a full vehicle, and the likelihood is it's gone. Unfortunately, on this occasion, a lot of her stuff's going to get looked through because we're looking for car keys, so they could be anywhere. I mean, all they're bothered about is doing everything they can to avoid being arrested initially and then avoid being charged or convicted later down the line, so there'll be no consideration for it on some occasions. We'll be looking for people for weeks, and their mum's door will get put in, and their brother's door will get put in, and their sister's door. But they still don't have themselves in because they're all about themselves, you see. But I suppose someone who burgles people by his very nature is a selfish person. Coming out without it.
Despite finding a hidden phone, there are no links to the stolen car. It's likely that it's disappeared for good.
I think we're missing that other car still.
Well, for this job, there's still a car outstanding.
Well, we've got these pieces together nicely. There's one of the stolen cars from the offences, literally around the corner away from where we've just arrested him. Literally about 200 yards away.
See the car?
Found that Volvo, I think. That's it, innit?
And there you go. Volvo's been found just around the other side of the corner.
Just run it through for a bit of gloriness.
You're doing it?
Yeah. I'm sure that's it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Officer Daly. Suits you,
So you've
sir.
got full set.
Down anyway. Can I have unattended vehicle check, please? You see, gloves are still inside.
His gloves?
I think that, well, are they just like plastic gloves that took off his hand?
Use them, aren't these gloves?
Oh, DNA as well, they're having a beast.
To get on Cusback, there's a stolen vehicle from a burglary from
Yeah, is it?
yesterday.
Does anybody know where 1-2? Is it 123?
Officers James Smith and Craig Glover are only seconds away from a live burglary where a suspect has been spotted climbing through a window.
Oh, if we can get round back. Let's go round back for us. Want somebody up front?
Stop where you are! Stop right there now! Just jumped out window!
It's my house.
Who else is in there?
One of my mates.
Who?
One of my mates.
Right. Check if that door key fits.
As the would-be burglar is under 18, PC Glover needs to break the news to the lad's mother.
Hello, Tina. Might be a weird conversation, but this is PC Glover from Woodhouse Lane Police Station. I think I've got your son with me. Does he live anywhere in Guiseley? In Yeadon? Whereabouts in Yeadon? What number? He lives at 123. All right. And can you just describe him for me, please? Has he got anything distinctive about him? Anything that can identify him from anybody else? Has he got? Does he wear glasses? Has he got any marks, scars? A tattoo? Has he got blonde hair or anything like that? Or some say it's ginger. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for confirming that for us. Thank you. I'm sure he'll give you a ring, but basically we've had a report of somebody breaking into a house, and it turns out that it is his own house. But obviously we've got to make sure 100% that he does live there, and obviously he's got right to be in here.
Are you worried?
Yeah, I'm just shocked, but I'm happy at the same time. I haven't got done, so.
Thought we'd caught one coming out of a window, but you know, another day, another dollar, and there'll be another day when we'll catch one at it.
Mark Metcalf is trying to turn his back on burglary. So far, he's been out of trouble for nearly 2 years.
Once I get to those white lines there, I can't go past that part of my licence conditions for my tag because I did a burglary there on that street. So they banned me from the bottom of here, which is just this road, to the top of the road. So I can't go in any part of this street whatsoever.
Would a street like this be good?
Yeah, this is an ideal street. You can go through the door, but it's mainly windows. You crack the windows off. You take the window out, you take the whole frame, the whole plastics around the whole window, you take all that out and you take the full window out. You know what I mean? That's what you can do. You just take the whole frame out. If you know that there's nobody in and you've got enough time, like on a quiet street like this, you'd have somebody either side. You could be there for 20 minutes getting that window out if you wanted to. But when I did that one, what I got done for, I actually, you know the side window there? Like, not the main window, the side window, I broke that, like, made it small. Because when they arrested me, they said, you didn't fit through that window, you had a key for the door. You know what I mean? How have you fit through that window? I says, I didn't fit through the window. I broke it enough to get my head and my shoulder and my arm through to open the main window at the front. They went, nah, sorry, but you're a big lad and you can't, how have you got your body halfway through there to open that window? It's just impossible. And I says, take me back now and I'll show you.
Right, everybody ready? Pens poised? Okay.
Following a burglary, neighbouring homes become almost twice as likely to become a target. Armed with these statistics, the West Yorkshire Police use a system known as Optimal to predict which addresses could be at risk.
If we just got people to shut the windows and doors, we could reduce burglaries by up to a third.
In an attempt to shock the city's easier targets into locking their doors, Craig and PC James Smith are taking the message directly into people's homes.
£15 each. TV. Another drill there. Another DVD player.
See him in the stairs. He hasn't seen me.
Oh, dude, you alright? We're just having a walk around, burgling people's houses. Alright.
Yeah, we're fine.
Is that alright? Can we burgle yours then? Hello, you alright?
They didn't know
Yeah,
we
we're just
walked
walking
in.
around houses, trying people's doors and door were wide open.
We've just burgled your house. Usually it's not police that walk in. Usually it's Mr. Burglar that walks in when they see an open door.
It does surprise me because if I was at home and somebody walked into my house, I would be shocked that somebody had walked into my house.
Hello, it's police. Hello, it's police.
We've tried your door handle and the door was open. That could quite easily be Mr. Burglar.
Do you know how many times we get that same expression? It's not my fault, it's her fault. Or it's his fault, or I'm waiting for somebody.
I went to lock the door. I just pushed it and did that. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to twist it.
And in the time we were in here, that TV was gone.
The thing is, what would you have done if somebody had came down here and we'd been hiding? There's loads of hidey holes down there we could have hidden. Hello. They've got a couple of laptops, a couple of TVs, a couple of phones maybe, a couple of wallets. That's me for the day. I'm sat at home now with my couple of laptops, money that I've got for them. That's my job done. And you guys have made it really nice and easy for me today. I don't even have to smash a window. Will you have a chat with us?
Craig Glover has been on the force for 9 years and has arrested his fair share of burglars. One of them was Callum Scott.
Chat about what?
Just what's happening in the area, really, and burglars and burglaries.
I don't know.
You don't know anything about them?
Nah.
I've not had any dealings with you for ages, so...
Since I've been out of stuff, and I ain't done not a thing. That's it, I'm clean.
Absolutely. Are you associating with anybody?
Nah, just me, myself and I.
You don't know anybody who's up to anything?
What do you mean?
Burglaries?
Nah.
Can you tell us about
I don't associate with that, none of that no more, do I? Right. That's it. You don't smash a window these days, do you? It's too loud, isn't it?
So how else did I get in?
Window panes.
Window panes?
Yeah, take the window out.
Yeah.
Or the door lock. No one's in through there, you just knock on the door, pretend you're a window cleaner or something. Right. You know, no one answers the door. Bob's your uncle, Callum's your auntie.
Any particular areas?
For burglary hotspots, yeah. This one, you stood in it right now. Or it used to be anyway.
Right. Why is it then?
Students.
Why?
Daft, aren't they?
Why are they daft?
Because they don't lock the doors when after they go out. They leave laptops on display.
Do they?
Rent money in top drawer in bedroom.
Is that where it's always kept?
Oh. Tell you a few secrets.
Would you? Go on then, tell us then. If you're not active now, then you can tell us, can't you?
Not worth it, is it? That's why I stopped it.
That's all right. It's good to know that you're staying out of trouble anyway.
Yeah, I have been. I will be. That's it.
You say that with a smile on your face, Callum.
Last year in Leeds alone, there were 5,000 victims of burglary. 99-year-old Molly was one of them.
And to think that all their dirty paws were on my clothes. My bed was tipped. And that was what I found. From the bottom of the garden, they must have jumped that fence and came over. And when we came here to see this door had been taken off and it was right out. It had been prized out, right out. It's heartbreaking to think that you work so hard to have a nice home and live a decent life, and these scum come along, and within minutes, they desecrate your home and they shatter everything. And to think that they should come in and do this to somebody who has never harmed anybody. It is a fear of coming back into the house again. And there's not a curtain, I don't move to see if they're hiding behind the curtain. That's the feeling they give you. Because imagine what lives they must be leading. Having to depend on going and robbing other people. Oh, I don't know. It's mindlessness.
It is the same group of people, but not a small amount of people. We're not talking 4 or 5 people, we're talking potentially over 100, 200 offenders I bump into the same faces now that I bumped into when I first joined 10, 11 years ago. It just seems to be a popular pastime in Leeds, I'm afraid. They put a lot more effort into that than they do in finding a job.
Where's he going? Go out, get out, run up there. Straight up, I'll go around.
Priority crime team officers Wells and Daly are on the hunt for prolific burglar Ryan Griffin. He's quickly becoming the most wanted man in the city.
It says he's wanted for 2 dwellings, burglary dwellings. He's been named on 1. 3 burglary others. He's been nicking stuff to fund an habit by the looks of it.
He's a prime target for us, a main target for us. The sooner we get rid of him, the less offences he's committing and the less victims of crime we're looking at. So yeah, he's our main focus today until we're caught.
We need to get him arrested sooner rather than later.
That's delightful, she's a hoarder.
He's not in? What do you mean he's not in? Right. Have you seen him today? Hey up, little man. You not seen him today?
Right.
No, I'm asking. Funnily enough.
We'll just have a look round as usual, right, check he's not in.
If you got rid of some of the items in here, you'd have a nice big house, wouldn't you? Decent size. He lives on top floor, he sleeps in top floor, does the ladder we're looking for. Done top floor yet? His room's this one, isn't it? Can't even get in here.
Careful, Richard.
Yeah.
Using it, so there's needles.
Right.
Do you think he's coming back here or not?
Yeah, I'll probably pop in every day.
He's not sleeping here because nothing's changed since yesterday.
But he'll turn
As
up.
bizarre as it sounds, this is the tidiest room in the house.
Whilst on the run, Griffin has been linked to a spate of new burglaries. This won't stop until he gets caught.
Say he's not active, he's not doing anything, he's not using drugs, but he is. We know he is. People are blinded. You see, the families are blinded by them because they think they can't do no wrong. Blame the police for everything, but it's not us putting the drugs in his system. It's him who's committing crime to fund his habit.
As much as we like coming around, he's not using, is he?
No.
Brian not using, is he?
I told you the other day, they're on the way after that, but
Apparently he's not using.
Mark Metcalf burgled houses for more than a decade. He knows how hard it can be to give up.
You see, a burglary is like just a quick time graft. It's not gonna keep you supported. Some people do it to feed their habit. Some people do it because they haven't got no on. It's just boredom. There's loads of different reasons. Like, if he's burgled an house, he's not a burglar. There's a reason behind why he's done it. He's not just done it for the sake of doing it. He's got a reason, whether you believe it's a valid reason or not, because of how you see life and your morals on things. You know what I mean? He'll see it differently. He won't have looked at it like you have. I've known people burgle houses for food. They'll just empty your fridge and your freezer. They don't take nothing else because they ain't got no food. I'm not using it as an excuse to burgle an house. What I'm saying is that it is an excuse to burgle an house. It's like when you're at Christmas and you open your present and you sort of think you know that there's a Sega Mega Drive in there for you, yeah? But you're not too sure, you know what I mean? So you get that little butterfly and you get them goosebumps and then you open it and you see it and you think, yes, I did get it. That's what it's like when you do a burglary. Once you've got it and you're out, you're like, yes. You just sort of like, I don't know, you feel like you're E-Man. You're just like, oh, that was sick, I've just got away with that, man. And now I've got all this, I can go get rid of it and I can do what I'm going to do. But then the following day, you've got nothing to show for what you just did, so you go do it again. Because you think to yourself, like, well, I just did that, and that kept me happy for like 4 hours. Now I've got nothing. I'm gonna have to go out and do it again.
Wanted burglar Ryan Griffin is continuing to evade the police. Wells and Daly believe he could be hiding at this address.
Adrian, hurry up. What do you mean, no? What was that? Adrian, if you don't, then we'll have to force entry, mate, won't we? You know why we're here. We spoke to you yesterday. I'll go up if you want this time, you stay with that. That were easy, wasn't it?
Don't be like, I'm not putting it, we're just bringing it in so I don't lose it, you know what I mean?
You're on your own then after all that?
Yeah.
Why aren't you hands at the door then? You just didn't want us to...
No, just walk up. Oh, obviously, I saw you yesterday morning. Did you see him? Where did he go?
I don't know where he went, but I saw him up at the generator and he said he'd just run away from you.
Yeah, but where did he go? He disappeared. Where are we going to find him?
The only way is to catch him scoring.
Open it up, fella. Scott on me. You've just got to keep at it, really. And it's an awful cliche, I suppose, but think outside of the box. I think outside of the norm.
The sooner we get him, the sooner it'll stop somebody else being another victim.
They see it the same way. It's a bit of a game, really, in their eyes, isn't it? It's a chase. It's a chase that we always win eventually. It's just who's going to be the most patient. But the more you keep at it and the more people you go and see, the more people it pisses off, for want of a better word. Eventually you'll catch up with them. It's only a matter of time, it only ever is. It's just... You just got to stick with it, that's all.
Leeds is home to some of the most burgled streets in the UK. it's a city on the forefront of the battle against this familiar crime. Prolific burglar Liam Slater is being released from prison on probation. Offender Management Officer Simon Lister is waiting to make sure his rehabilitation starts on the right foot.
We're currently at HMP Leeds on a scheduled prison pickup for a young lad who was is currently on licence for a burglary offence. So we basically need to keep a close eye on him, monitor him and find out what his intentions are, because basically he could just go AWOL this weekend.
Liam has broken probation terms twice before. This time, his dad has turned up to try and help his son stick to the rules.
This will be him now, I think. You alright? It's not here, mate, I don't think. Just come over here, mate, just have a quick word with your dad.
Well, you've got to wait. I don't have to. You can't force me to get your car.
Well, I can't force you, but you can't. What I'm saying is, you got to go out of probation.
I'll go to probation now.
But I don't know if you will. Yeah, Liam's typical of the lads that get mixed up with burglary. You know, no job, no prospects of getting a job. So what do they do with the day to day? And generally, the day to day is go get a bit of cannabis, smoke a bit of weed, get high, and then possibly go commit a burglary. And he's not the only one in Leeds that does that, there's lots of them. He ain't gonna stick to it. I can't understand what else we're supposed to do. It'd be more than reasonable.
In the past, Liam claimed he broke probation because of trouble at his hostel. It's Simon Lister's job to find out what's really going on.
Just out of interest, are you aware of any trouble that he's had in the hostel? Because that's basically, he's saying that he's not wanting to go there because he's having trouble in the hostel. All he had to do was go back to that hostel that night for 11 o'clock, and he didn't do it, and he wasn't prepared to do it. So, that is frustrating when you spent a whole day running around after him and he's not prepared to help himself.
Yeah. Are you going to come up and talk to these now? No. Right. No, he won't come up. He just says, well, I'll run him back though tonight.
That's the last one.
So, I know he don't want to go back to prison, but God knows, at the end of the day. If I can give him a chance, I'll give him a chance.
We're now just going to try and ring Liam on his mobile. I suspect it'll be the same as what we've got there. I suspect the phone will be switched off, but it's worth giving it a go anyway. It's ringing. No, it's been cut off. It's definitely a waste of his life, but he probably doesn't see that. I think it's got to the stage now with us that, we've offered him everything we can, courses to go on, other opportunities are there for him. I think this is his second or third recall now. If he's not prepared to engage, we just keep sending him back. And while ever he's in prison, he's not out doing something that he shouldn't be doing.
Mark Metcalf is moving into a new flat and away from his hostel. This is where he will see out the rest of his probation.
Why is it important for you to have moved out of that other hostel?
Because I've got a lot more freedom. I can do a lot more things now. My tag's off in about 12 days, so that I'll be able to get my work. But just being away from that hostel now has helped me. I'm away from all nonsense and what people are doing, because there was obviously people in there that I was chilling with still on a mad one, but I'm not getting involved. I didn't want to get involved. I'm glad I'm away from it now. Boredom's a big thing. If you've got nothing to do like tonight, I'll just have my music and a little drink just to help me kill the boredom off of me. I'll just bounce around thingy, just bouncing off to my tracks and with some beers down my neck. That's all I'll do at night, and then just fall asleep, wake up in the morning and go about my business. Well, yeah, I mean, look what I've got. This is me now. This is it. This is me. If you know in yourself you're wanting to change and you've had enough of it all, then you'll just keep your saying to yourself. You won't bother associating with anybody in the hostel. Obviously, you'll speak to people and you'll stay safe and that. But as far as like going out and doing missions with them or anything like that, it's nixes in it. You just don't bother. And then it's just waiting for that tag to come off. Really, I can't. My hands are tied. I can't do nothing until this tag comes off. Once that's off, then I can get on with doing everything that I need to do.
With Liam still absent from his hostel, Simon Lister is hoping that the errant burglar's father can shed some light on the situation.
Hi, Christian. You all right? I saw him Saturday in the street. He was all right. He said, "Oh, yeah, my dad got me there late because he couldn't find it." That ain't an issue. The problem we've got is, were you aware he's not gone there on Saturday?
I won't. I told him if he wanted a lift back, I'd give him a lift back.
Right. And, you know, I said I will speak to probation on Monday and try and sort this address out, but for some reason I don't know why he's not gone for the last 2 days, especially if you were willing to take him.
Well, that's it. Just no idea.
Right, OK. Right, we'll leave it at that, Chris, and I'll be in touch over the day. I think a lot of these people don't realise that coming out on licence is a privilege. I think they just see it as a God-given right, really, that they should be out, and once they're out, that's it, that's the end of it. But it's not.
Liam Slater is being recalled to prison for violating his probation. Matt Nutton has been given the job of bringing him in.
Front and back, this one. Hello, it's police, love. Not to worry about.
Nice to tell you. All right.
Right. He's definitely not here, though.
No, you.
Right.
No.
You know it's an offence if, obviously, you know it's...
I know.
Yeah.
So where are we going to find him now if he's not at hostel?
To be honest, I ain't got a clue.
Very strong suspicion he's here or he's been here. Hello? Do you mind just getting off the sofa so we can check it, please? Oh, what does that feel like? Does that feel like a person? We know you're there.
He doesn't have that many places to go, so one of the addresses we went to, obviously they're hiding under the sofa.
Right, mate, I have to tell you at this moment in time you're under arrest for recall to prison. Right, 1, 2, 3, oh! You should have just gone back, Liam.
Do people like Liam get too many chances? Yeah, probably. They probably do. You know, maybe the sentences aren't harsh enough. I don't get paid anywhere near enough to make those decisions.
In the last 12 months, the West Yorkshire Police Force have reduced recorded burglary by 1/3. But it's a problem that persists.
The ideal is that it continues to improve, and the adage is that if we have one burglary, it's one too many. Reality is that there's always going to be burglaries, but I think just to continue to minimise the amount of burglaries we're having and the amount of victims that are suffering, that's the end goal.
Of the 120 people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, and as long as we can get one of those people maybe to turn their lives around.
Come and take my tag off. I've been waiting for this.
Stop committing offences and go get themselves a job, you know, which has happened more than once.
That's it. See ya. Bye.
That to me is a sign that we're doing things right, and you know, it's pleasing.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, man.
I shall be telling you where.
Oh, I'm happy days now.
Nice. Cheers, mate.
Right, lovely.
See you later.
See you later. Gonna be a dead week for me now, and I've got this tag off. I'm just gonna fly around, see my friends, do whatever, and then Monday, that's it. Head on, away I go. So yeah, I'm chuffed. I swear, I can't wait. I'm dying to get on the phone now and tell everybody it's off. For me, my plan is to be moving out of Leeds. I don't want to be in Leeds anymore. And I want better things than having to worry about, am I going to go to jail? Don't want that no more.
Definitely no more trouble for you, this is it?
Done. Finished. Finished. Definitely. My head's in a better place than it's ever been, so I've got no worries. Not right now. Support information is available online at channel4.com/support. And we'll be back in Yorkshire, for nicer reasons thankfully, next Thursday at 9 for a look at just how extraordinary an ordinary secondary school is in educating Yorkshire. Well, next on 4, be amazed, be amused, be a little bit freaked out by Derren Brown, Svengali.